Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is your monthly energy check-in for the zodiac sign of Libra. Welcome Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is an energy for the month of August. So today we will see what's coming up for you, Libras. Let's hope it's a nice month because it's holidays, right? So we want to rest a little bit, but let's see what energy wants to come in. Okay, we start with Three of Cups. Pretty nice energy. So this is your general energy at the moment. And Three of Cups often says about happy gatherings. It's very clear on this picture. It's time for some socializing. It's time where you can, join with a different group of friends or your family and just spend some mind-free time, right? A little bit like exactly what we said, the holidays. That's a very good energy for holidays, right? So I feel like your current energy is for sure like around people. Or if you're not around people, like this is encouraging you that there are friends around you who want to spend time with you, maybe taking a trip because we're in summer mood, or maybe just weekend socializing, whatever it is. You have some type of group, support group that can help you with that. Overall, very light energy in the beginning. Okay. It feels like you're having fun. Maybe you're making new friends. Okay, so it's a good energy, especially for you, Libra, because you're pretty sociable, social butterfly, right? So let's see what is crossing this energy. What's the challenge for this month? What can be a little bit challenging for August? Oh, we have two cards. So we have Nine of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so, very often when we are dealing with other people, okay, whether it's fun or not, sometimes we manage to forget a little bit about ourselves, okay? So it seems like a challenge here is to make sure that what you're doing or who you're dealing with is someone who is good for you on an emotional level, right? So someone who is supportive and, fills you up in a way, okay? It feels like maybe there's something you're not seeing quite yet, okay? Wheel of Fortune is this idea that, through our life, there's always change just around the corner, right? The moment we think, oh, everything is, in its right way, lives come in and suddenly something changes, right? There's a different chapter. And it feels like for some reason through August, it's a little bit challenging for you to allow certain changes to come, okay? It may be, so because we have Three of Cups, I feel like it's regarding people in your life. So you may be, no, I don't think you're losing necessarily anyone, but I feel like there is maybe like a change within your social group or family, whoever that is. So there may be, someone's feelings are changing, and maybe it makes you feel some type of way, or maybe there's addition to your groups, or maybe people are just like coming in and out of your life in a way. I don't feel like forever, but it's just like there's a lot of change around people in your life, and that makes you maybe feel a little bit insecure, okay? Or a little bit like, what does it mean for me emotionally? Because Nine of Cups, as a challenge here, is speaking about how sometimes, our love can be conditioned on others. So I love me if someone else loves me, right? But that's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be full within yourself, right? Because life is always changing. So if some people come and go, of course it affects us, but it shouldn't undermine the love you have for yourself, okay? Or how fulfilled you feel within yourself. So I think a challenge, honestly, for this month will be to kind of understand the dynamic between yourself within yourself and the dynamic that you have with your close ones, whoever that is. Is it friends, family, maybe a relationship? But it feels like it's touching more than just one person. So your, for example, attachment style can be similar in the relations with your partner as it in the relations with your friends and acquaintance and all of that, okay? So a challenge here, a huge one, will be to kind of accept that things change. With this Wheel of Fortune, especially in this position, you know, you don't always understand why things come as they come, right? We're just humans. It would be strange if we knew everything that is to happen, but keep in mind that whatever is happening, it has your higher good at stake, okay, in a way. So it's not always as bad as it looks, or just because something changed doesn't mean that it will not be replaced with something better for you, okay? But whatever that is, it feels like a challenge for you is to accept that it doesn't destroy your complete life, right? If something changes, it doesn't just mean that, you know, you're not enough, or you know, you're losing everything. I also get the message that it's about how not only you're not defined by like your people that much, as if you kind of want it to stay, like you kind of like you're having so much fun, it's light energy, and your fear that soon it will go away, right? That the challenge here is to accept the change and live in the present. So like enjoy this Three of Cups for now, enjoy it, because it is your current energy. But also don't be scared and don't try to hold on to it too much, because that's not the purpose of the energy. The energy is here for you to have fun, and then it will transform to something else. So the challenge this August will be to live in the present and let the things be the way they are. Because if you start to hang up and fight for this to stay forever, you won't enjoy it as it is, and later when it passes, you won't be able to enjoy it either. So yeah, I hope you didn't get that confused with those messages. A lot of messages coming up here, especially with Wheel of Fortune. But for any Libras out there who like to, you know, kind of overthink things, please be in the present, okay? Try to enjoy the present moment. Let's see your subconscious energy. Tell me what's in your subconscious energy. Oh my God, we literally just said that's, yeah, overthinking all over. King of Swords, that's your energy, that's air energy, right? And I like this card in particular because you see how she's like plotting all of this, like she gets it figured it out. So like she knows what it will be. Now, listen, I don't want to take away from you the ability to create something, because this energy in your subconscious energy, it feels like you're, you know, very much in your ground, in your power. Like maybe you have some things planned out for the summer. Maybe it's something you've already like gained a lot of knowledge and practice on. Like there's some type of ideas and thoughts very well thought through, which is great, right? Now, I don't want this to take you away from this, let's say, happy energy, right? So it's good that, you know, you're very mindful of what is happening. But again, sometimes this king may have a tendency to live a little bit too pragmatically, or a little bit too like in their head. I hope you don't get it messed up. Like pragmatically, what I mean by that is that he has it all planned out logically, and you know, in his head that's how it can play out. But again, keep in mind that the real world is always changing. So what I fear is that you may not be flexible enough to just enjoy that change, right? So again, there's nothing wrong with having a nice plan or ideas, or you know, thoughts, imagination of how expectations are not that bad, but you cannot hold on to them too tightly, okay? For example, like literally this card, if you have a plan, right, and you're sewing something, if for some reason there will be a need to change the color from white to, I don't know, orange, I hope you won't have a problem with changing that, okay? Because this energy of August, it seems like it will require a little bit flexibility from you, and your energy, subconscious energy right now is very fixed, okay? Again, nothing wrong with fixed energy, but because this card isn't reversed, this energy won't serve you when there will be changes coming in, okay? And I feel like in August there will be a few changes in your life that will come in. So keep in mind that you may have a tendency of overthinking things and trying to, I don't feel like control, but like trying to maybe predict everything that can happen, you know, like just be extra prepared for stuff. But again, I feel like the stuff that may come up in August are things that you may not be able to be prepared for. It doesn't mean that it's bad things. It can be good things, but it's just something unexpected, okay? So let it reveal itself, okay? Yeah. Let's see what's in the recent past for you. Ace of Pentacles, interesting. So it feels like there was an opportunity to start something in your recent past, okay? Could be anything, but I guess maybe it didn't work out because it demanded some type of investment or previous stability. Maybe it just wasn't accessible for you, or maybe you just weren't ready to, let's say, step into something real, but also commit to something. Yeah, I think like maybe you weren't really fully ready to commit to something. Like potential was there, opportunity was there, but for some reason it wasn't the right time for you. Like from this energy to this energy, it feels like you still want to just enjoy a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, like you feel like maybe you feel less fulfilled right now because you didn't took on this opportunity, you know, again, I wouldn't worry as much because opportunities come and go. And just because it came doesn't mean you had to grasp it, like hold on to it, right? If you felt like you weren't ready, or for any other reason, if it just didn't work through from the past, maybe it didn't work because, you know, you need to still learn this mutual energy, right? This energy of change. And that's okay. Don't put yourself down too much because this didn't happen yet, okay? It is kind of like a false start there in the past. It may relate to a career or money, which is always a little bit harder, right? But again, I see you currently in a very good, like, fun energy. So I wouldn't worry too much about the past. Again, I feel like, you know, in your past, there's some lost opportunities, and in your present subconscious, you are trying to blend something for the future. But I think that the best is to stay in the present, okay? I feel like this is a time to just be present within yourself and others, okay? Others around you, friends, family, whatever it is, and just enjoy, okay? It's your time to enjoy. So do it fully, okay? Stay in the present, once again. That message. Okay, how to do that? Let's take some advices maybe on your time for August. What would be a good take to... Oh, yeah, that's a good one. The Hangman. And the King of Cups. Interesting. So there's need to be a little bit of change in perspective. So kind of what I was trying to lead you on, right? Like being less controlling or maybe more emotionally available. So leading a little bit more with your intuition, with your creativity. This is a flow, right? This is both of those energies are good energies, okay? Not that there's something like bad energy, but what I mean is that both of these kings are powerful in their own ways, right? And you're very good, especially being Libra, at being King of Swords. So at being, you know, logical, having those thoughts and plan it out, and, you know, prepared for these different scenarios. But at the moment, universe, it's kind of asks you to change a perspective and see it from a different lens, from a little bit more like flexible, flowing, letting stuff go, letting stuff in way, okay? To give you an example, more practical, right? If you were really caught up on let's say a financial plan or like career plan, there's nothing wrong with that. And great, go with that plan. But if things change, don't bring yourself down, okay? Don't bring yourself down. Let yourself feel and change within those changes, okay? So the idea is that you are letting things come in and you deal with them as they come. It's good to have some like savings or BC plans, but sometimes you just have to have a little bit more trust, this one, within yourself, okay? Trust that you can deal whatever it is that will come, and also think about it as an opportunity. Like, things change sometimes for us, and at first moment we have fear and what's happening, but it actually can be an opportunity. So change the perspective on whatever is happening. If something is changing, don't think like, oh my god, tragedy. Just think like, I wonder what is this new opportunity, right? And let yourself again be present emotionally, okay? King of Cups, huge emotional maturity, okay? He understands and processes his feelings at the get-go. He doesn't try to analyze them. He just feels them, okay? Express, and then he moves on to the next thing. And maybe that's also kind of why whatever that was in the past didn't work out, okay? And I just give you an example of like a financial career planning, but it could be about the relationship as well, So you could have, for example, hadn't maybe like in the past opportunity to go into a serious relationship, but maybe you just weren't ready, and that's okay. And right now it feels like you're enjoying yourself and you're letting change. You have to let the change in with this Wheel of Fortune as a challenge here, and change the perspective maybe on love as well. With King of Cups, change the perspective on the way you feel and connect to others. And when I say love, it doesn't have to be romantic one-on-one partnership. It can be anything. Love is everywhere, right? It can be family, friends, children, parents, anything, okay? It looks very beautiful for August, honestly. And the challenge again is just to stay present and also open. Like, both of these cards, Wheel of Fortune, which is the major arcana, and the Hanged Man, they're showing me a picture of someone who's really afraid of change and sees it as a danger, or like as something to be sad about. And I want you to, in August, pay attention to that and think about it as an opportunity, as something else than you thought till now, okay? Change the perspective. Just try to think about like, okay, this is how I see it, right? But how else could I see it, Or sometimes something that helps me as well, you can think about the different friends you have in your life or different people in your life, right? So if you think like this, how would, your best friend think about it, or your brother or your cousin, because everyone is different, and maybe that will help you as well. So yeah, that's one of the exercises you can do, and write it down. That doesn't mean you have to change into their perspective, but just to like show you that there's other ways to accept the reality than just your way, okay? And you may surprise yourself. So let's take a quick look into the future, the world in reverse. And when I say future, of course I mean like something that can happen, doesn't necessarily have to. You can always change your future, but the world in the reverse here, it makes me feel like you're coming around to completion of something, and maybe that's this lesson about being more flexible, being more at ease with life. Whatever that is, it will close one of the chapters in your life, okay? So you're learning a new ability, you're learning a new, you're acquiring a new tool to kind of change your world. And, you are a little bit against at the moment for it, okay? You are a little bit scared, unsure. You're like, no, not yet. I'm not ready. But, again, with Wheel of Fortune, I don't think the world will wait for you to be ready, okay? It's kind of will try to push you in that direction. And honestly, it seems very nice. It feels like you're coming to a completion, okay? That is very powerful. That is more knowledge, more understanding of who you are, more self-awareness. That is great lesson that you're coming in with August, and it kind of will open your doors for the next chapters starting September, maybe, you know, if you're still in school, like it will just broaden your horizons perspective, okay? So very good energy with the world. I like it. I would love for it to be like this, but I think there's time and place for it. So I feel like if for now you're still a little bit like, I'm not sure, I hope after this reading, you'll start changing your perspective and closing this chapter, okay? Learning this ability to sometimes let go and not stay in your head that much. And again, you know, this won't happen maybe in August, just in August, but in August you should take first steps to do so, okay? To grasp that idea of change. Just move them a little bit here. Okay, so far so good. Let's see yourself. What's happening there? I'm wondering what's coming through your head. So let's see your energy regarding this current energy in your life. How you present yourself. With the Ten of Pentacles, honestly, very good. It seems like you're ready. It seems like you may have a lot of like nice people around you, hence the Three of Cups, and you feel very fulfilled, very rich, and it doesn't have to be finance. It can be anything. It can be your knowledge, it can be the people, resources you have, right? Your health, it can be anything, but it feels like you're fulfilled enough. And you know, sometimes when we are in this energy of Ten of Pentacles, it's one of the happiest energy that there are in decks, and people are very like, yay, this energy. But also this is tricky, because you see, with this energy, I'm not surprised you're scared of change with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups right after it, because when we have so much, we have a lot to lose, right? And that is where your fear may be coming from. So at the moment you may feel very good, very great, and you're like, let's not do anything, let's not change anything, I love it. And then there is, right, change coming in. Again, I think it's an opportunity. It's always an opportunity, because you're in a 10, right? So right now, when you are in this position, it's just time to, you know, go through a next cycle with the World card, right? Because you are capable. Somehow you came to Ten of Pentacles, you will come up again with another 10. And it's time for you right now to experience that change, which is amazing. Changes are great. And you know, I feel like the next one, like this lesson, this new change and stuff, it will be something around your emotions. We have a lot of cups here, and I feel like this will just like, this is about helping you feel different, or helping you be more emotionally mature. It's something around the area of emotions or creativity, okay? Because I feel like other aspects in your life you kind of maybe have figured out in a way, but this emotional sphere, it's kind of like, it teaches you this flexibility, this change within your, the way you feel. Yeah. It doesn't have to be that, but I get that message for some of you. Okay, let's see your environment with a Ten of Pentacles. What do we have here? Queen of Wands, beautiful. Maybe a lot of beautiful people around you, okay? I'm jealous. But Queen of Wands is it's a very confident energy. It's a very stand out energy. So it feels like you have a lot to be grateful. And you know, this doesn't have to be a person, okay? It can be just or people. It can be just an energy around you. And this is happiness. This is beauty. This is a power. This is a very powerful energy that knows what it wants and knows its worth. So again, once again, like change will not sacrifice. It doesn't mean sacrificing your worth or what your ability to be who you are. Like your authenticity is not at threat, okay? I also don't feel like your resources are a threat. It's just more growing up to do, you know, as you through your whole life. But your surroundings are amazing for that change, because it feels like you have that confidence and power, and overall a nice supporting system So it's amazing time to move forward, okay? It feels like whatever that change will bring, you're kind of like, it will be an addition in the end to how much you already have, or how amazing you already are, okay? Yeah, I don't see lost. I see challenging emotions coming up, but that will make you even more beautiful and aware, more powerful. Yeah, overall it can be, but so again, this is energy around you. If this is referring one person in particular, yeah, there may be someone who you're very attracted to, and like, quick side story with Nine of Cups and Three of Cups here. There may be someone who you're really attracted to, and maybe you tried to create something in the past, but at the moment, I don't know, for some reason nothing started, and at the moment you feel like you have more than you had in the past to offer this person. But I would be careful, because it feels like that's not what it is about. It feels like you should more be focused on being emotionally available, and in general, like how they feel about you and how you feel about them. Check twice, because they may be very attractive, and it can be a great person, but it doesn't mean you have to necessarily have feelings towards this person. Maybe you just put this person on a pedestal, and now you've worked for your name, right? And now you feel like you should try again with this person, okay? This is not for everyone. This is just like a side story, but I get this, like, planning around this person. I would think more about how you feel about them, literally feel how they make you feel, than how beautiful they are or how much great qualities they have, because they do, but it doesn't mean that it's a person for you, okay? There's more going on behind the scene, so check twice within yourself. Okay, that was just like a side story. For majority of you, I feel like it's just regarding a change in your life, and maybe people coming in and coming out, and you need to kind of change your perspective around feelings and what it means to have like this community around you, and your life in general, like accepting change in your life. Okay, so yeah, let's go into your fears, hopes and fears. Make me understand even more. Whoops, that one card fell down. Ten of Swords, yeah, makes sense. So again, kind of something that I was picking up already before. It's the fear of endings, right? It's the fear of things ending, and maybe sometimes even staying unresolved, right? But it's something we need to deal with life always. Oh, things will always change. Things will always end. That's just what life is, and I think we're not very accustomed to it. So we are taught to hold on to things, or to master one thing, or to be very good for this one person, searching for the one. But in reality, the most fascinating and fulfilled people will tell you that the key to happiness and to like fulfilled life is to understanding that you're already fulfilled within yourself, okay? And the other aspects of your life are things that will come and go. People, things, places, careers. It will come and go, and that's okay. And it's not easy. You can be afraid of it, but you cannot stop your growth. And it's better if you let the things flow than really fixate yourself for one scenario, okay? Then this will be even harder. But when you change your perspective and understand, and you see how the world around you work, even when you look at the 4 seasons, right? There's a season after season, and it's normal for some of them to be a little bit harsher, like winter, right? Or a little bit more depressing, like autumn. And then you have summer, like now, and you can enjoy. But this will pass, and then something else will come, and etc., etc. And it's okay. And it's important to accept it. Okay, let's see the outcome for this reading. So let's see the energy that kind of sums it up for us. We have 2 cards, and it's the 4 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. I thought about 4 of Swords here for a moment, because yeah, it feels like you want to be stuck in the moment. and if you don't move, nothing will change and everything will be great. But you know, that's not kind of how the energy works. You can stop yourself, but everything will continue to happen, okay? So you can either be active participant, or you can stumble your growth, but then you'll be kind of left out of life, right? And that's not the goal here. So with Eight of Pentacles here, though, I feel like gosh, I get this energy of it, and I don't mean to offend you, Libras, but I get this energy of like a child being stood up by others, and they just get complete offense and stop doing anything. Okay, so basically what I mean is that you're kind of, if things starts changing, you may have this tendency to be like stopping everything you're doing and kind of be like against the things, like, you know, making a scene for life, being offended, you know, towards life. And yeah, again, like, life doesn't care, right? Universe, God, whatever you believe in, it doesn't care if you stop. It's kind of lost fight, because you're only harming yourself in that process, right? And again, easier way would be just to go with the flow. With the Eight of Pentacles here as well, I feel like you're just, you know, you're just trying to live your best life in a way, like you're trying to take as much as there is good in your life and try to nourish it, and that's great. But if things want to go, and they need to go, okay, there's only as much as you can do to not sacrifice yourself in the process as well. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's sometimes in this energy, it's a very flaky energy, and it's also like a unhealthy strive for things to be one way, for the perfection in a way, and again, not really how the life works. Life will be twisted and have different shapes and colors and different music at the time, right? But it doesn't mean you have to stop. So keep in mind that you tend to be very fixed, and there needs to be more space for flexibility and change. And if this is regarding one connection, think things through. If you really have, if the other person really is meant to be with you, because I don't see it here necessarily. I feel like you're just hanging up on an idea of something, whether it's anything in your life or a particular relationship that maybe didn't work out in the past, okay? That's the energy that is here. Overall, I think like there's a lot of opportunities here in August. So there's opportunity to accept change, to be more flexible, maybe for new connections, healthier connections, because you're growing, you're maturing, you're seeing things from different perspective. There's some healthy endings here if you let it happen. There's beauty and confidence around you, and it feels like you have a lot. So you should be able to enjoy it while it is here in the present, okay? So keep that in mind as well. Now let's pull some oracle messages for you right now, okay? I want to see some extra messages. This is the Starseed Oracle that I'm pulling from. Let's see what's coming up for you in August. Okay. We have Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Interesting. So as I was saying before, like you have some people here, and I feel like you do have a good support system, right? But it also, this card gives me kind of the idea of like there's more to see the eye. Like I think it's not only talking about the souls that we have here on earth, but also like rely on your ancestors. So, you know, lessons that your grandparents or parents or whoever taught you that may these people no longer be with you. Their thoughts, their ideas, the way they shaped you, they're still within you, right? So it's a huge power. And if you connect to that, it's also easier to understand this passage of life, this movement, right? Things come and go. But basically, it feels like you have a great energy around you, which is great for change, because you can always rely on that, right? On this energy that surrounds you, on people who are there for you, the souls that you can call in for support, basically, right? So, and again, I feel like it refers to that change of perspective, like rely on the other ideas that maybe people within your circle have, right? Hopefully you have diverse circle, so it's not only just people who think the same like you, because you know we all are different, and it's important to understand that about life. So these people will make this change easier. Okay, let's put out a few more. This is a deck about the old ladies. It's in French. I don't speak French, but I have a little book here for you so I can tell you what the message is. Okay. So, a message here says, by dint of feeding others, she forgot herself. She went mad about it. Or maybe she has gained some fancy. Make yourself a good dish or a simple cake. Do it for yourself. Wow, really nice energy. So we're picking up with these two oracle cards a lot about the people, right? And the fact that it's good to have the support system, but we sometimes also forget a little bit about ourselves, right? So as I mentioned to you, if like in the very beginning, I told you that, you know, it's good that you have people around you, enjoy them while they're here, like in the present, but don't define yourself by them, right? Your love within yourself, your relationship within yourself that you create by caring for yourself is a separate thing than the people that are around you, right? So I also, with these two oracle cards and what we started with, I get the feeling like there's some like cleansing for you in August. Like maybe it's time for some people to kind of outgrow you, you know, or you move away from them and just change a little bit. That maybe that change of perspective, right? Like who's really here for you and who is not, right? Who's really here that you can call in for support, because I feel like there is a lot of people, but who's here who's just a little bit maybe too using you, right? Maybe they're very beautiful and it's very nice to take care of them, but if they don't want to give it back, well then not the best energy to keep, right? So like a something that came from this oracle here. Nice. Change is always good. It feels like you're happy at the moment, present. It feels like you have a lot going on for yourself, which I'm very happy to. And just keep in mind to stay grounded. And for the challenge this month, remember to give yourself a lot of love and change perspective on some of the topics that you're very, you know, hang up on, right? Just do a little research. Talk to the friends you support, and maybe they also see this dependence maybe you have with something or someone. Okay, Libra, I think this is a very nice energy. Okay, just some changes coming in. I hope you will apply it. So next month will be a bit easier already, right, after this lesson. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy, you can subscribe, give me a like, or share this video. I also do daily tarot readings on TikTok and on YouTube here. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can do it by sending me an email. Yeah, that will be it for this month. Thank you so much. Have a great August. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.